Welcome to another video about hyperlocal advertising. Today we're going to focus on hyperlocal mobile advertising. My name is Robert Brill. I am the CEO of Brill Media. And when we talk about hyperlocal mobile advertising, the key point that I want to emphasize here is that the core way that hyperlocal advertising is deployed is on mobile devices. So there's two reasons why mobile and hyperlocal are inextricably linked. Don't use that word often. Don't know why I chose to use it on this video. Okay, so hyperlocal advertising uses latitude and longitude behaviors to make a decision about where people are. So like when you walk down the street, when you walk to a Coffee Bean or a Starbucks or a Bank of America, if you walk to work or you drop your kids off at school, the different apps on your phone are tracking the latitude and longitude, the coordinates on the planet of where you are at the moment. And and it usually shows up as a decimal, right? So it's like 34.19875. The longer that decimal, the more accurate it is. So there's a company called ninth decimal. So when you get down to the ninth decimal, you're talking about like feet, right? And so the point here is these apps have various levels of tracking about where you go in the physical world. They aggregate that data. They sell it to different companies like Oracle, Axiom, Nielsen, PlaceIQ, Foursquare, Factual, ninth decimal. And you have literally trillions of individual lines of data about where you go, and then I should say trillions in aggregate about all of us, not you specifically. And those data segments are scrubbed and aggregated, and there's a lot of like work done to make that data actionable. And then that data basically is sold to these companies, and then we as ad buyers go in and point and click and serve ads to people who have been at specific locations. And if you want to know the use cases or the deployment, watch the last video. And this location data is so powerful because your mobile device is a tag. It captures your behaviors in the physical world and turns those behaviors into, based on the physical world, into signals. So I know something about you when I see you walk into Walmart, or I know something about you when I see you walk into H Club or Soho House or a yoga studio or your place of work. Like for example, as an advertiser, if I want to serve ads to people who work at a specific advertising agency, or if I want to serve ads who work at a specific employer such as, let's say, McDonald's, the corporate offices of McDonald's, all I need to do is identify the address of where my key people work and draw a radius around that address and serve ads to people who are at that address. And we know that the people who are at that particular address are the ones who are in our target audience. So it's very powerful. And hyperlocal mobile advertising, basically when you carry your mobile phone around with you, your mobile device is the one that's pinging different servers and telling different companies, the apps on your phone, where you are in the physical world. They sell that data to advertising companies. So if you run a business and location is an important part of the business, then you can leverage the mobile data that everyone is shedding around them based on everywhere they go, the trail that they leave behind, and that data is used for advertising. And then subsequently on the other side, so there's a data collection element that comes in from the mobile device. And then subsequently there's the ad targeting. So you have to be in an environment where you can see an ad to be able to, for an advertiser to reach you. Okay, so the other side of the coin is the ad delivery mechanism. So hyperlocal advertising is delivered in two primary environments. The vast majority of ad inventory based on hyperlocal advertising is deployed in apps. So like if you go into the IMDb app, you might see an ad that is contextually hyperlocal targeted based on where you go, where you've been in the physical world. And Bleacher Report and MLB, any of the apps that you might use. Facebook is also using that data. So we'll take actually a step back and we'll say that hyperlocal advertising is often delivered as banners. So a 300 by 250 banner that lives inside the app. And secondly, less inventory is available on mobile web. So if you're on CNN, for example, or Fox News, or MSNBC, or Yahoo, or AOL, or anywhere else, a blog about cooking, it's sometimes possible to serve up an ad based on where a person's been with that hyperlocal data. So basically, there's data collection that comes out of mobile devices. It's developed, it's baked, the recipe is completed, and then it's output as advertising data, and then advertisers like us go in and make a decision about where to serve ads, and the ad delivery happens on mobile web, mobile app. And then finally, when you look at the social platforms such as Facebook and Instagram, you might notice if you travel, you're going to start seeing ads for the location that you're in. So if you go to Hawaii and you live in Los Angeles, you're going to start seeing ads for things that are in Hawaii because Facebook knows you're in Hawaii. And the way that works is the same mechanism. Facebook is tracking your physical location. It now knows, because the latitude and longitude of where you're accessing Facebook now changed to a place in Hawaii. Now you know that now Facebook knows that you're in Hawaii, so it's going to serve you ads that are relevant for Hawaii. So like restaurants, boat tours, any other tourist excursions, etc. Facebook also then makes a determination about whether or not you're there for the long term or the short term. So at some point, these data companies know when you're in a place for a long time or for a short period of time. So if I say in Hawaii for 3 months, I'm going to start seeing different ads in Hawaii than if I'm there for 2 or 3 weeks as a vacationer, for example. So that's hyperlocal mobile advertising. Talk to you soon.